Good morning. Today we're going to do a makeup look using Subculture palette. It's got some very interesting colors in it. And I don't have a plan. I'm just putting colors on my eyes and going, that's what I meant to do today. So I'm really feeling this all-star color, which is kind of like a maroon color. And I've already put Dawn just in my inner crease and up to give myself a good base. That's kind of usually what I do. I'm gonna take this lovely brush. It's a blending brush from Elizabeth Mott, and put this on my outer corner. Just with a light hand, and then lightly kind of bring it into my inner corner, but not quite. So you can see how it starts out bold right about here. Then I'll go in with a clean blending brush and really soften out the outer, but I don't want to disperse too much color, so that's why I'm kind of leaving it that way. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. I see you. Now I'm going to take my clean blendy brush and soften out the outer edges with it. These are very pigmented, so a lot of people have problems using them, or they give up on them because they just can't seem to make them work. I honestly never run into that problem with them. I just know that it requires blending and knowledge of colors and how they mix. Like, you wouldn't put a red and a green next to each other and blend them together. You could put a red and a green next to each other. You just have to make sure that you disperse it further away from the red, so when they meet, they're both so blown out that it just looks like it blends cohesively. Because even if not this palette, you put red and green together, you're going to do brown. And a lot of these colors in here, while they do mix with other colors in here, they don't mix with every color. It's just what it is. Like, you wouldn't put a purple and a yellow together. So a lot of people are getting angry over stupid color mixing mistakes and heavy fallout. And yes, it does fall out of the pans, but you don't go in and swirl with a pigment palette. That's my little rant on that, because it still bothers me, because people go, oh, that palette, like months later. I'm like, oh, well, maybe you just learn how to use it. That being said, I'm going to go in with Roxy on a flat synthetic brush. And just because I wanted to show you what I'm talking about, I dug in a little bit more. And I mean, for me, that wasn't a lot of dig. I just, or not for me, but for what people are talking about, what they normally do with this palette. And it's going to kind of pat it on. What I'm actually going to do is, because I can't get a good angle with this palette, just going to go to my little mini brush. Just kind of patting it on, leaving my inner corner blank. Picking up some of that deep red again, just to help soften the transition a little bit more. My back's all cracky. But what I'm doing now, which you can't see, is I'm literally taking my brush and going into the palette, and it gave me a lot of color on there. That's what I mean, like, you don't need to swirl your brush. You could just tap your brush. I think people just were looking for a reason to get mad or hate. I don't know. I've just not experienced an issue with this palette. And I thought people were over it until, like I said, I was watching videos recently and people were like, oh, you remember that palette? I'm like, yeah, I have it. I love it. Thanks. My back just hurts. I'm like, eh. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with New Wave, which is this butter color. Again, just tapping my brush. Now that that's on, what I'm going to do is go back through wherever it went. And take some of the Dawn color that I used before, just to help blend out a little bit more. I think I need to go see a chiropractor. I just woke up in like this weird pretzel position this morning. I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. You know those days where you're like, yep. So I'm gonna go in with electric, using the finger brush, and pop it right on the center lid. And it literally just adds a little shift of color to it, so it adds a little, I don't know if you can, again, lighting in here, I know it's not the best, so I do apologize. I'm taking some of the electric color on just a brush and putting it right under my brow. I'm going to pop it right on the inner corner. Then for a little bit of a bam, I'm taking Axis, which is this teal color. On a brush like that, and going under my lash line with it. These colors are vibrant. Oh, jeez, I'm looking for my brush. I like to keep all my brushes that I use separate. I'm just working my definition in. Alright, now I'm going to do the other eye. With a crazy lip color or eye color, I do not do a crazy lip color. Now it's time for some mascara. Alright. Love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.